All right, guys, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use the spot healing tool. So let's go ahead and navigate to my website. And once you are there, the page, you're going to want to go to this part of the page. And we're going to download this zip file. So click on there. You'll see that it downloads over here. Once it's downloaded all the way, make sure that the blue circle downloads. Click on this. And right now it is it's a compressed file. So make sure that you extract all. And then I'm going to tell the destination that I want it to be in the download folder. So we're going to click extract. And I've already done this here, so the file's already there. Okay, so then we have these 6 photographs here. So let's go ahead and open up Photoshop. Okay, click here. If you don't know where it is, look through and find Photoshop. But here we have it open. And then we're going to go to File, Open. And let's go to our downloads. Just kind of need to navigate through and look for. There's the one with the zip or the zipper. We want to find that extracted one. So we're going to open up the first tool here. And so we have this picture here. And the first tool that we're going to be learning about is the spot healing tool. So if you click and you hold down, you'll see there's a few here. I think by default it's set to the spot healing tool. If you hover over there, it gives you a little bit of preview of what it does. So this is it's a really functional tool. It's really great. You basically hover over and it removes marks and blemishes. So I also wanted to point this out to you. You can see the size of my brush right there. The brush size, if you want to make it larger on your keyboard, you push this square bracket. And if you want to make it smaller on the keyboard, you push this square bracket. So if you look on your keyboard, you've got your shift. You have a shift button on the left and the right, and above the one on the right is the enter, and then you see the backslash. To the left of the backslash are those square brackets. So let me show you. When I use the one on the right, it makes it bigger, and the one on the left makes it smaller. So let's go ahead and make sure we're on the spot healing tool, and we're just gonna, actually let's zoom in as well. You can go to your view and zoom in, or Control plus. And then once we've zoomed in, if you want to use your hand, then we can reposition the photograph there. So let's zoom in one more time, and we're just going to use this spot healing tool. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. I'm just going to remove some of the blemishes here. So we just go through here and some of the marks that she has. Now we're not going to go through and hit every little thing, but I just want to show you what you can do. Now I'm just kind of clicking on little spots. Let me show you something. Sometimes people use this tool and they like do these big sweeping lines, and you can see that messes things up. So we want to undo that. So let's go edit, undo spot healing brush. So don't do big sweeping things. You just want to do little, just kind of little dots. And we're not going to go through and get everything on her face, but I just wanted to see that. If you hold the space bar, that goes to the hand tool and you can move things around. So we're just kind of going through here and retouching parts. All right, so I'm going to zoom out, and I could do a little bit more work, but I want to go on to the next image. So let's go File, Open, and then we're going to get this beach wall. So I'm going to double click on that, and this opens up in a separate image. So I'm going to zoom in, and again, that's Control plus. Once, twice. I'm going to use my space bar to get the hand, and I'm going to move around here. So what I want to do is I want to remove this this funky pole that's out in the water. So I'm just going to brush over that, and it's gone. Look at that. Let's zoom out, and now we're all set. So what I'm going to have you do is go to the Move tool. What I want to do is move this image over into the other tab, but it's you can see that it's locked. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to drag this over into here, and then I'm going to drop it in here. Now it comes in pretty big, so what I want to do is scale it down. So I can go edit, transform scale, or I can also go Control T. And I'm just going to grab at the corner and make it a lot smaller. And I'm going to bring this in here, showing that I've completed those two things, and then I'm just going to press enter. File, Open. We go to the beach scene. Okay, so in the beach scene here, let's just say you've been through a bad breakup or something, and seeing these guys on the beach, maybe we just want to get rid of them. drag over them using that spot healing. And look at that. Now we have a nice empty beach scene. You just focus on nature. All right, we're going to unlock this. Go to our move tool, drag it up over here. Now this comes in pretty big. Control T, scale it down. Now, if your computer is moving really slow and you're having a hard time moving the images over, you could just turn all of the photographs in separately into teams. But if you're able to move your images around, your processing power is okay. Go ahead and make the collage like this. All right, file open. Let's get our next one here, the mountain. So in this one here, we have there's a shadow from the tripod. So let's go over to our spot healing and maybe make the brush a little bit bigger. Remember those square brackets, make them large, makes the brush larger or smaller. And the size of your brush really helps, um, in the process here. So there we go. Now we don't even notice that was there. Now, if you try to just go to the move tool and drag this over, it won't allow you. So just click cancel. You need to unlock the layer. So let's grab this, move it over, Control T, scale down. Okay. So we're putting all of the pictures together. We're getting ready to turn this thing in. File open. Okay, this one, I'm going to show you a different tool. This doesn't happen so much, but with film, this would happen quite a bit. You'd have those disposable cameras. You're going to go to the spot healing tool, and then on the bottom, there's this red eye tool. And all you got to do is click right there, and that red eye goes away. So this one was really easy. Drag that over. And this one comes in really small, so that's convenient. File open. We're going to get our last one here, this shell. And for the shell, we're going to use a different tool. I'm going to show you. Actually, I take that back. We're going to just go and use the spot healing tool and make that brush a little larger. I'm going to brush away this shell. It gets a little grainy right there. Let's see if we can go through here and smooth that out a little bit. Okay, much better. All right, so then we're going to go to our move tool, unlock the layer, and just drag this into here. Okay, this one comes in really big. Control T, scale this down, and let's make it a little bit smaller. We can position this in the corner here. All right, so at this point, I've got all the files together. I've arranged them here. I'm ready to turn this in. If I needed to keep working on it tomorrow, I would just save it with all of its layers, but I'm ready to turn this in. So I'm going to go layer, flatten image, and then I'm going to go file, save as, and it already did that. Look at that. When I flattened it, it already converted it to a JPEG. So if it was at a Photoshop, I would want to select the JPEG. And then I'm just going to save this into the download folder, spot healing tool. I'm going to save and then click OK. You can close this out. Make sure you're attaching this to your assignments in Teams as you're turning it in. And I look forward to seeing what you guys do, how this turns out for you.